All right, guys, this is day 21. 21. It's a big day. This is a big day. This is our third reflection, throughout this course. And today's going to be full of instruction up and until the culmination of our course. So, day 21, I'm going to give you instructions on how we're going to complete this course successfully all the way to our 31 days. So, welcome aboard. Today, our motivational quote comes from Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn says, "Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change." That is right in line with what we talked about yesterday in terms of embracing change, and that's from Jim Rohn. Congratulations, you have reached day 21 of our course, 31 Days of New Beginning. I trust that you've worked hard in your reflection, your meditation, your decluttering, your physical activities, the building of your morning routines, your establishment of your mission statement, all of the things that we've talked about in this course. What we're going to do today is we're going to do a little bit of reflection, but I'm going to give you some activities and a worksheet, of course, to follow for the remaining 10 days. It's going to give you some time if you've not done everything to your satisfaction, if there's some areas and some days where you're not able to listen or you need a little time to catch up. I anticipated that, which is why we're going to spend these next 10 days really allowing you to dig deep into yourself. The reflection, the mindfulness, and meditation is such a critical part of the success of this program that it's important that you're actually given the time to do so. So let's talk about what we're going to do up until day 31. So today, let's reflect and catch up. Let's spend day 22 through 24, the next 2 days, in reflection of the lessons that we've already talked about. Review the past lessons. So go back through the course material. Revisit any days where you felt the need that you have more time, you need to spend more focus. Some days may have been a little bit easier for you to grasp and understand than others. Some days you just say, I need to go back and reflect and spend a little bit more time in this area. I didn't get the activity done. I didn't get the worksheet done. Let's do that in days 22 through 24. So reflect on your progress. Identify the areas where you may need additional practice or support. Journaling. Spend time journaling about your experiences over the last 21 days. How has this feel to you so far? Do you see any changes? What breakthroughs have you had? What challenges have you overcame? And has your perspective changed at all? Hopefully it has. Hopefully you're learning stuff, hearing terms and learning things that you have not heard and learned before. So that's day 22 through 24. So the next 2 days after today, you'll spend doing those activities. So catch up. If there are any exercise or activities that you missed out on, let's go ahead and complete those fully. Anything you need to redo, do that. Use these days to catch up and ensure that you're fully engaged with all of the aspects of the course. This is the only way it's going to work out and have the most impact on your life. All right, so what do we do day 25 through 27? Well, we're going to deepen our meditation and mindfulness practices. Now, it's a little silly to think that we can do this in 31 days, in the next 2 days, etc. This is really got to become part of who you are now in terms of your meditation and your mindfulness. But we're going to dedicate some days to just doing meditation and mindfulness. So days 25 through 27, we're going to talk about enhancing your meditation. Dedicate those days to meditational practice, okay? Try longer sessions. Say up to now, you've only been doing 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Let's go for 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Explore different techniques such as guided visualization or guided meditation. We talked a little bit about, breath work. Reflect on your inner peace and the clarity that comes from these practices. Mindfulness in action. Practicing mindfulness daily is something that we need to get used to because we don't have to be in our closet, in our private space, in our quiet spaces in order to do it. We can be mindful as we are out in the public. We're at our places of work. We're at our places of activity. It doesn't really matter. Our mindfulness is a modus operandi, a way of processing information. So whether you're eating, walking, or working, bring full awareness to these present moment activities. Being in the present moment is mindfulness, not worrying about the future or lamenting over the past. Let's stay in this area, and really in the present moment is really the only place life is. No one has ever been to the future. Wherever you are, wherever you've been, it was always now. Okay. So mindfulness is about appreciating and being in the now. We're going to do that on days 25 through 27. Your vision board. I mentioned this in two different parts of the course, but I'm going to give you some time because you really need to construct a vision board. I think it'd be very beneficial to you. I have one. I change it from time to time. But days 28 through 29, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be creating a vision board. So use those days to create your vision board, get your dreams, your intuitions, everything that you want, everything you thought about throughout the course. This can be a physical board, quotes and stuff like that you can get from Pinterest, and you can even make some stuff on Canva. I would prefer you go to the dollar store, get your poster board and print out, throughout, surf on the web, your iPad or wherever, print out a couple, ideas of what you want in terms of where you want to be in your career, where you want to be living, what type of house you want to live in, what sort of car you want to be driving, things that you see yourself doing. Print those things out and put them on the board. Set your intentions. Construct your vision board, set clear intentions for what you want to manifest in the coming months. You can set a board with multiple pictures, or it may just be one picture, one or two pictures. Maybe it's the promotion that you're going for. Maybe it's that job title and that description is on your vision board. That's all you got. But that's what you want. So that's what you want to accomplish in the next 6 months. Put that on your vision board. Okay. That's days 28 through 29. And then we're going to plan for continued growth. And here's the part of the program where I would say you need to really celebrate and really know that it's effective. What do I mean? We've gone through these 31 days, and you're going to get to day 30 and say either it worked or it didn't work. I saw some change or I didn't see any change. Hopefully you have seen change. You've applied all of the methodology that we've taught you. You've done everything we told you to do. You feel differently inside. You're listening to your gut, your inner voice, your intuition. You are embracing change. Your life has changed. Your methods of operating within your own life have changed. And if that changes, then the outcomes will change. The way the outcomes change is change your thinking. This whole program is about changing the way that you think. So I'm confident that you have seen results and that you will be proud of those results, and you will want to say, you know what? Let's do it again. Let's set a new intention. Let's reach a bigger goal. Let's get a bigger achievement. And in the next 30 days, I already know what to do, because I've done it in the last 30 days. We're going to look at days 30 and 31, and we're going to set new goals based on our insights that we've gained from the last 30 days. Break these down into actionable steps, just like we did before, and you can implement them in weeks and months ahead. Establish your daily routines, same way we did, from day one up until now. We taught you everything. This could include your morning meditations, of course, your journaling, following your intuition, your exercise, setting your morning routines, all of that good stuff. It's going to help you achieve bigger, better goals. And then consider the community support. Consider how you can continue the journey with others supporting you, or vice versa, you supporting others. Maybe you tell other people about your journey and about how this course has helped you. Share your new modus operandi with someone. Lastly, reflect and celebrate. Celebration is so important. Once you reach your goal, acknowledge that you reach your goal. This is where I wanted to be. This is the home I wanted to be in. This is the body size that I wanted. My health issue is gone. I have a new mentality. I'm approaching life in a whole different way, and I'm seeing different results. You should celebrate that. You want it to transform yourself. Transforming your thinking is the biggest part of transforming yourself. Celebrate that. You celebrate that, you're going to encourage yourself to continue this type of mental stimuli, this type of practice. You're going to encourage yourself because you want to see continued change. Dare I say, there's more than one thing that you want to change in your life. So if you can do one, you can do others. So on day 31, I want you to take the time on that final day to celebrate your progress. You went all the way through the program. You acknowledge your achievements. You got your goals, set your intentions. Reflect on the exercises that got you to this point. And make sure that you understand how you've gained this insight within yourself. Okay, solidify this whole process. Make sure that you're as confident as you can be, because in the next 31 days, you're going to do something different. Or I should say, you're going to do the same thing, but you're going to go toward a different goal, hopefully a higher goal, a larger achievement. So, in conclusion, the 31 Days to New Beginnings is all about transforming you. And at the base, you are a collection of thoughts and ideas. And if you can understand where those thoughts and ideas came from, if you can change those, then your ideas are going to affect your behavior. Your behavior is going to affect the things that you do, and you're going to see different outcomes. But the first thing must be changing your ideas. So as we move forward, keep in mind that practices and habits you develop over the last 31 days are tools that you can use for your entire lifetime. These are tools, meditation especially, mindfulness especially, breath work, yoga, all these things, put in your toolbox and pull them out when you need it. Matter of fact, don't even put them in the toolbox. Use them on a daily basis. Use them on a daily basis. Let it become part of who you are. You now have a solid foundation to build upon. And the final 10 days are now your opportunity to ensure that the foundation is strong, is resilient, and it's aligned with your higher self. Again, it's going to require some quiet time these next 10 days. So stay committed to your journey, continue to challenge yourself, and remember that every day is a new opportunity to grow, to evolve, and to create the life that you desire. Thank you for being part of this transformative experience. It's been my pleasure to lead you through these 31 days, this program, 31 Days to New Beginning. And again, I just want to thank you guys so much for purchasing the course. And I have a lot of confidence that this information is getting to the people that it needs to get to, and it's affecting your life in a positive way. So I'm excited to see where all this takes us. Please share, like, and subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. But comment, most especially, send me some feedback so I'll know how good of a job we've done here to support you with this particular course. So thanks again. Take these next 10 days, do exactly what the worksheet tells you to do, and let's stay on course. Let's create that positive change.